Hi everybody, Peter Vogt, the Introvert Advocate here again on a beautiful northern Minnesota winter's day. It's about 23 degrees Fahrenheit and there's no wind here in northern Minnesota today. So in our world that constitutes what's called a January thaw. So I'm out without a hat and everything today. It's great. Today's video is about feeling overwhelmed as an introvert. And I'm feeling a little overwhelmed myself today, so it seemed like good timing. Not in a bad way. Often you're overwhelmed with good things, and that is the case for me today. But whether you're overwhelmed with quote unquote good stuff, bad stuff, in the middle stuff, or probably a combination, what I want to just tell you today, fellow introvert, and maybe this will sound like something that comes from a friend or your older brother or something, but just a reminder for us all that when it comes to overwhelm, feeling overwhelmed, we introverts are really good at that. You probably are quite good at it yourself. And I want to just tell you a couple things. First of all, that feeling overwhelmed when you're an introvert is so incredibly common. It's just commonplace. I guess I'd call it an occupational hazard of being an introvert because of the way you think, the way you process things, the way that you take in information, the way that you handle outside stimulation, outside activity, the way that you handle interruptions or don't handle them, which I've talked about in other videos. It is just incredibly common for you, if you're an introvert, to get overwhelmed, to feel this sense of, oh my gosh, I'm not going to be able to handle this all. And you get stressed and you get anxious and so on. Which leads me to my other point. And I want to just remind you, this is the bigger point actually, that not only is it incredibly common for you to get overwhelmed and feel overwhelmed as an introvert, but you just have to know that it's incredibly normal. It is just a normal part of being who you are as an introvert. Do you have to love it? Of course not. Nobody likes it, I don't think. I don't like it. Nobody likes it. But just know that it's normal. Know that in some ways, just because of how you operate and how you tick naturally, you're sort of almost predisposed to it in a way. And so if, or let's say when, because it's going to be when you feel overwhelmed as an introvert, remind yourself that it is incredibly common and that it is incredibly normal as well. And then, to the degree that you can, try to do some things about it. One of the things that I will often do about it, and that's part of what I'm doing here today, since it's so nice outside, relatively speaking, here in northern Minnesota, I will sneak onto this golf course that's near where I live and just take a little tiny walk by myself. Maybe see once in a while, I will see a coyote or something along those lines out here, or lots of times there's a bunch of geese flying around. Something about being in a big open space especially seems to take the edge off of overwhelm just a little bit. And there's other things you can do too, that depending on what works for you. I will often, for example, take just a plain old sheet of paper, a yellow legal pad, and just start writing down everything that's in my head. No order to it, no nothing. Just get it out of there. You can also do that by maybe a strategy that doesn't always come naturally to you, but just by talking to somebody about it, whether it's your significant other or a good friend who's a good listener. And they don't have to solve anything. You can even tell them, you don't have to solve anything. I just got to get this out of my head. The whole idea, is it going to magically make it all go away and be better? Of course not. That's not how it works. It's still going to be there. But is it possible to take the edge off of your overwhelm? Maybe if it's a big giant balloon that's about to burst, can you can you let a little bit of the air out so that it's at least not going to burst and it feels a bit more manageable? Yeah, I think you can do that. I know you can. And like I said, that's part of what I'm doing out here today. It's such a gorgeous day. So just know, fellow introvert and friend, that if and when you're feeling overwhelmed as an introvert, it's kind of par for the course. I'm on a golf course, so I might as well use the joke. It's par for the course for introverts. And it's just something that's going to be a part of your life. And you can learn to deal with it in certain ways, as I talked about, but mostly just know that it's normal. Just know that it's normal. It's okay. It sucks. It's no fun. That's a different issue. But if and when you feel overwhelmed as an introvert, you're just like the rest of us. You're just like the rest of the introverts out there, and you'll be able to deal with it as well. So I hope that helps today, gives you a little food for thought, gives you a little comfort if you are feeling overwhelmed right now. If you are, by the way, try one of the strategies that I suggested, or maybe come up with one of your own. But just be a little bit maybe extra intentional about taking care of yourself today, and that will take some of the edge off. So thanks, as always, for watching this video and all the other ones that I produce. And as always, if you'd like to learn more about what I do with introverts and introversion, including my individual coaching programs, as always, come and see me on my website at introvertinsights.com. I hope you're having a good day. There's no coyotes out here. There's no critters. There's actually no nothing. There's a whole lot of silence. So I lucked out today. And I hope you have a good day too, and can find some space for yourself to reduce the overwhelm if that's how you're feeling today. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you next time, and have a good rest of the week. Take care. See ya.